In this video, I will share with you 3 steps for taking great video footage for beginners. And don't forget to stick around till the end of the video where I share with you the one mistake that all new drone pilots make when making videos. Let's get started. Step number 1, camera settings. First, you want to make sure that you're on video mode. What I mean by that is on the right-hand side of your DJI Fly app flight screen, you can see a dot. That is your shutter button for video, for photo. Either one. Right now it's on white, which means it's on photo. You want to switch it to video. Now, depending on which remote controller you have, there's a few ways to do this. If you have the new DJI RC remote, you can simply just touch the red button here on the left-hand side of the remote. Tap that once, and it goes from white to red. So now I'm on video, and my video settings are available. Another option, if you have the traditional M1 controller, which most of us do, there's going to be a toggle button right here next to your right-hand joystick. That button's going to allow you to go back and forth from photo to video. And then the third option would be to actually tap this icon just above the shutter button on your, or shutter icon on your DJI Fly app flight screen. Go ahead and tap that once, and that'll open up your options to go back and forth between photo. So now I'm on photo, and back to video. So now we're back to video. Let's start at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen here. You can see it says storage, frames per second resolution, EV for your exposure, and auto. Go ahead and tap on resolution and frames per second. Make sure you're on 4K so you get the highest quality, and then dial it down to 30 frames per second. Now, I know the drone can go as high as 60 frames, but your obstacle avoidance is not efficient and accurate on 60 frames per second compared to being down on 30. So now, in order to exit out of that, go ahead and tap the flight screen once. We're going to go back to the 3 dots at the top right corner here. Make sure you're on camera. And at the top of your options here, the menu, make sure you're on MP4 for the file format, and then H.265. That's going to reduce your file sizes, but keep the quality. And then we'll go to overexposure warning right here. We want to make sure that this is on. On to step number 2, setting up your shot. Now, the first thing you want to do is choose a subject. And today, we've chosen the river. All right, so as a beginner, I suggest just staying away from objects as much as possible. So we're going to fly out here towards the center. I'm going to rotate. There's the rocks down below. Now, it's important not to be too high off your subject or above your subject, and you definitely don't want to be too low. That way you're not staring directly flat at your subject. So we're going to go up a little bit here. Let's see. I would say about 20 feet up for this shot that's going to be on the ground. A couple of your controls to be familiar with on the remote control. On the new RC N1 controller, or RC controller here, we have 2 toggle wheels. This left wheel is going to pitch the camera down and also pitch it up or tilt. And the right wheel is going to allow you to zoom in. It's all digital, it's not optical, and zoom out. I personally never zoom in and zoom out, I just leave it static. Now, if you have the RC N1 controller, which most of us have, you're not going to have this right toggle wheel. Instead, you're just going to use this icon here on the Fly app screen in order to zoom in and zoom out. Now let's go ahead and tilt the camera down a little bit. Get a good angle on our rocks. We're almost parallel with the rocks too, so I would move a little off to the right side here more with the right joystick. And then with the left joystick, I'm going to turn the drone back towards the rocks a little bit. Kind of puts everything at a little bit of an angle instead of being straight on with it. Now we'll talk about the overexposure setting. As you can see, all those zebra lines, that means areas of your video are going to be overexposed. They're going to be blown out bright, washed out. The way to change that is on the bottom right-hand corner where it says EV here. We're set at 0. That's going to adjust our exposure. We're going to reduce the amount of light coming into that lens by going to the left. And each time we tap over, we're going to see those zebra lines go away a little bit at a time. You just want to keep tapping over until most of them or all of them disappear. Looks like we're really close. Let's try 2.0. There we go, right in there, I'd say. Now, one thing that I missed on the camera settings is auto exposure. Not auto exposure. Autofocus. Go ahead and tap right here where you see these mountains and bring it back to autofocus. There we go. All right, on to step number 3, taking the shot. Now, whether you have the RC N1 controller or the brand new DJI RC remote, the controls are the same in this case. On both controllers, you have the trigger button, I like to call it the trigger button, on the top of the remote to start and stop your video. Or you can simply just tap the icon on the screen, your flight screen. So now what I'm going to do is use the trigger on the remote itself. And now we've started our video. Video is always a little more interesting with some motion in it. So I recommend while taking video to slowly move forward with your drone over the subject. The biggest mistake that new drone pilots make when they are taking videos is that they fly too high above their subject. They fly so high above it that it gets lost in their video. Don't be afraid to get closer to your subject when flying. You'll find your videos more interesting for you and others to watch. Now let's learn how to take great photos and videos for social media. If you click or tap over here, you can watch my next video where I teach you different shots that will be sure to get you views. All right, done.